Hello, welcome back to my channel, Hasty Books. I'm Camila, and I'm so happy that it's finally October. It's always such a beautiful month, and I love the colors already and everything. So yeah, I'm looking forward to like the cozy vibes of this month. And obviously on BookTube, it's most famously Victober, and I'm very happy to be participating again this year. Actually, when I planned my goals for 2023, I had a Victorian book on my classics TBR, and I've been waiting till this month to tackle it, so I'm very excited. There are 5 challenges, one for each host of the readathon, but as well as a group read. So I'll be looking forward to participating in all of that, and I ended up picking 4 books that I kind of want to focus on this month, including some that I want to be managing by myself, but some that also fit all the prompts. So let's dive right in. Kate's challenge was to read a work of Victorian literature that features a stranger. And I think one of the examples that she gave was basically all of Sherlock Holmes really, include strangers because of the intrigues and everything. So that I decided to pick that. I'm currently in the middle of listening to the audiobook The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes by Arthur Conan Doyle, obviously. It is the 4th in the series. I have read the first 3, so that's where I'm at. I also have a loan of The Hound of the Baskerville, but I don't know if I'll get to that and if I want to just have so much Sherlock in one go. The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes is basically an amalgamation of a lot of stories, so it's already quite a lot to begin with. But yes, I'm going with that one. And might as well jump into Petra's challenge because Sherlock Holmes also fulfills that prompt, which is to read a Victorian work that is in the first person. As people who sort of know a little bit about Doyle and Sherlock Holmes, most of the books, if not all, are written in the first person from Dr. Watson's perspective. Katie's challenge was to read something that is part of this new woman movement that started in the later years of the Victorian period. And that is very exciting because that's not something I'd heard about before. So it kind of get me out of my comfort zone of reading mostly Elizabeth Gaskell. So I was kind of excited, but also really not confused, but like, oh, I couldn't find anything. So I really struggled to pick something that fitted into this, area of the Victorian literature. And one of the suggestions that Katie gave was Sarah Grand, and I was able to find The Men in the Scented Coat, which I think is quite short, so I mean that's good, I'll get it done faster. It's about like basically a very adventurous woman and an adventure that happens to her. So I'll be taking this one for Katie's challenge, but it will also fulfill Marissa's challenge because it is a Victorian author that is new to me, Sarah Grand. So that's what's great about that actually, is really giving me, kind of pushing me out of my comfort zone. Another one that fits Marissa's challenge is The Way We Live Now by Anthony Trollope, because this is a new to me author, but it's also the group read for the year, and also it fits Rose's challenge, which is to read a work of Victorian fiction or work of Victorian literature that features class prominently. So I've been told that this one does, and that one was actually on my, when I was absurd and I went overboard in my 22 classics to read in 2022. I think technically this was the 23rd book on my list and I never got to it, but I think I'm going to try to read it. Well, I'm listening to the audiobook of it because it's literally almost 40 hours long. This month, so that's quite exciting. So surprisingly, I think those 3 books have fulfilled all the prompts, but I have one more book that I want to read, which is Elizabeth Gaskell, surprise surprise. So on my TBR or Classics TBR for 2023, I picked 6 books actually. And one of them was to read a book by Elizabeth Gaskell, either Mary Barton or Sylvia's Lovers. I have been unable to find a copy of Mary Barton. Basically, my library only has an abridged copy. So I am going to go with Sylvia's Lovers because I was able to find an audiobook that is unabridged. So we'll go with that, and that will be my Elizabeth Gaskell of the year, which I'm always keen on. I really enjoy her writing. My favorite still being North and South. I think Mary Barton was fitting quite a lot of the prompts, but Sylvia's Lovers not so much, but I'm still going for it, even though it doesn't really fit. It's kind of my own little Victorian read and kind of coziness of the month. as I've been mentioning, all of these are audiobooks, which means I'm going to be listening to lots of Victorian fiction, and I think I'm going to be going one after the other because it's difficult sometimes with Victorian fiction. They can have similar themes, so I'm going to go, one at a time, and hopefully it goes well. But that's because the main physical book I'm going to be focusing on this month is not Victorian, is Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. This is another one. This is my chunky book of the year. And although I guess now Anthony Trollope will also be a chunky for this year. But Anna Karenina is the book that I had said to myself at the beginning that I would read. I'm doing a buddy read with Nix from Nix Reads. I am already behind, and I don't like that I feel like I'm keep doing this with buddy reads. So I would like to read at least 200 pages this month to get a good 20-25% of this book, and then do a little bit in November as well, and then spend most of December reading it as well. So yeah, so these are my plans, and I'm very excited to be picking a lot of older literature. I'm sure there might be some more contemporary books that will slip their way in here because I might need some break along the way, but this is always so much fun, and I'm looking forward to Gaskell and Trollope and Tolstoy. So I think it'll be a good month. I look forward to it. What about you? What are you planning on reading for Victober? Do you have one main large book you want to try to tackle, or a lot of smaller things? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It always helps, And as always, thank you so much for watching, and see you back. Bye.